Hey everybody, happy Friday. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. How are you coping? These are really crazy, stress-filled times. So I am just so incredibly grateful to have this opportunity to take you through this class. You know, it's more important than ever that we stay strong and stay healthy. So, you know, the benefits of doing these routines, a minimum of 3 times a week is, I mean, you know how much value it's going to bring to you, right? Hi, V. How you doing? I miss you. Look, here's Barney. Hi, Betsy. So Barney got a bath yesterday because he was so filthy, but now I think he needs a haircut. Because he's looking like a mop. I'm sorry, Barney, but you kind of do look like a mop. So it's going to be another 75-degree day here in Denver. I mean, we're breaking all kinds of records. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it's extraordinarily dry. And, you know, I think that just working up a sweat is the best solution to energize yourself and, you know, get stronger and build that endurance, and of course the stability and increase your mobility and your balance, which is essential. You know, as I've been moving forward with, you know, getting acquainted more and more with the board, I'm just constantly reminded of posture, because I'm just looking at myself right now. And hi, Craig. I mean, my immediate thing is to kind of want to round my shoulders and hunch over. I have to constantly be reminding myself to sit up tall, retract those shoulders back, to press them down. You know, even if it's just a quick stretch where you push your head in your hands and you press your elbows back and you do some deep breaths here to just open it up. I catch myself all the time, you know, and this is just a great way to really work on those postural muscles and reduce that tension that we hold in our neck and our shoulders and our backs. So be conscious of that. I know we always talk about posture, but you know, there's just a big population that has the kyphosis, which is the hunchback or the forward head, which is excessive. So just be careful of that today. And I also wanted to share that I had to renew my CPR a couple weeks ago on a Saturday, and that was quite interesting. You know, there were 6 of us with our masks on, and you know, they got the dummies out, and we had to perform CPR. So take the mask down, do our thing, put the mask back. It was kind of crazy, you know. Hi, Pat. How are you doing today? But I'm glad I got that done. So every couple of years I have to get that renewed. I also have to get my certification renewed. You know, so I'm just grateful to have something to do, you know, these classes, and also the ongoing education. And I'm wondering what you're doing to keep yourself, you know, just not only strong physically, but mentally and emotionally. Are you doing a daily meditation? Are you working on your breathing? You know, really working on building that lung capacity and calming the mind and harmonizing the nervous system and kind of keeping that stress at bay. And are you journaling? I mean, what are you doing? Are you doing positive affirmations? I'd love to hear, and I still want you to share photos and videos of your workout space, or you know, doing the workout, because I think that would be really fun. So if you guys are ready to get started, this is going to be a half board, half on the board. I do want you to have a hand towel handy and a straight back chair. And if you're ready to go, let's get started, okay? Make sure you have your water nearby. And first, what we're going to do is just put your hands on the pole and just start marching. Now, if you have difficulty simply marching in place, then all I want you to do is a step. So you're just pushing the heel into the ground. Nice and easy at your own pace. Because remember, everybody's at a different level here. You know, I can't stress that enough, you know, that we have to go at our own pace and listen to our own bodies. I mean, we're here to instruct and give you like a guideline, but it's up to you to pay attention to what's going on within your own body. And of course, if you ever have any pain in your joints, then you know that you have to stop that exercise. Now, I tuned into Dan's workout yesterday, and that was quite challenging. You know, he did a lot of really fantastic upper body work with the bands. So my focus might be a little bit more in the lower body today, because if you did work out with Dan yesterday, you probably need a little breaker on the upper body action. So again, if that's good for you, then let's keep it stepping. If not, then let's just march it, coming down soft. Always coming down soft into the floor, paying attention to that posture, and you're just breathing normally here. Just waking up your body a little bit. And then when you're ready, you are going to take your hands off the pole, and you're just going to do a simple knee lift. Now, ideally, I'd like to get that knee up hip level, but if you can only bring it to here, that's okay. But this is great because it's warming up those hip flexors. Always paying attention to that posture. Uh-oh, Barney's like tangling up on the cord. I was just waiting for the tripod to take a spill because he was back there carrying on. And if you'd like to pick up the pace, that's fine too. But this, I'm going to really ease you in today. And then if you're ready, you can add the arms. This automatically increases your heart rate. The goal here is to warm up your body. That's it. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and then back to the march, or the heel step, the heel press, whichever you prefer. If you're marching, you could start pumping those arms. And it's up to you how big you want to make it. I just like to do this, even in the park. When I go for my walk, I always power it with my arms. I think we're going to have today and then tomorrow another warm day here. And then I think it's going to take a dip. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now what we're going to do is kick the butt cheek. We're going to start warming up your hamstrings. You can always put your hands on the pole. And you don't have to lift it as high if you'd prefer. Just to do a modified. It's up to you. And then if you would like, you could take your hands off the pole and pull back at the same time. So now we're warming up those back muscles. And use your breath here. Exhale as you pull back. This is really warming up those that mid-trapezius and your lats, and so important to get the blood circulating into those muscles. Those tight muscles, boy, I hold so much tension there. And pull. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now let's just sidestep it. Bring it low. Again, you can always put your hands on the top of those poles. Relax the shoulders. And then bring your arms up. There's a slight bend in your elbow, and you're going to go into a chest fly. So exhale as those arms come together. And just think about like this is a big bear hug. And you're really thinking about squeezing into your chest muscles here. Warming up those pecs. Exhaling, knees are soft. For 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and just keep that side step going. Now what we're going to do is just a slight pivot. So what we're going to do is you're going to come up on the ball of the back foot, and you're going to really extend that arm. So we're really warming up the backs of our arms or triceps. Exhale. So look, my elbow's way behind me, and you're getting a full extension on that arm with just a toe tap. And you can also just do this standing in place if you prefer that. Exhale. Really squeezing into your triceps. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to do a big sweep like this, sweep, and we're just going to touch that toe on the floor. Big sweeping circle, opening the shoulder. I like this move. It's a nice release. For 4 and 3 and 2. Last one here. And march it out. Or heel step. It's up to you. How you doing? You feeling energized? You feeling a little warmed up yet? You got any big plans for the weekend? It's not like we can go anywhere, right? It's crazy. Feels like Groundhog Day to me. What about you? Pump those arms. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to go into a side leg lift. You can use the pole. Standing leg is bent, lift and lower. So you're leading with the heel of that foot. We're warming up those abductors, then the medius gluteus. I can't speak today. I'm trying. And take your time, drop those shoulders. Whew. Keep that board center. It's tricky. And 4, exhale up, 3, 2, and 1, and then heel touch. And we're going to switch right away to the other side. So ground that standing leg and lift and lower. That foot's parallel to the floor. Remember, it's not how high you lift it. Pick that focal point and use your breath. Abs are engaged here. For 4, 3, 2, and last one here. And march it out or heel step it. That's it. Now what I want you to do is grab your hand towel. I hope you have it handy. If you don't, you can just mimic the move without the towel, that's fine. I'm going to go sideways so you can see. You're going to bring that towel up and go into that heel step and then pull it down to the chest. So we're doing a lat pull here. Exhale down, keep that chin retracted inward. And really squeeze into your back muscles when you pull down. For 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Now we're going to hold it at the top and we're going to step back and press back. One more time. And back into the step. Release the arms, roll the shoulders up and back. Squeeze, release. And just let all that tension and stress and tightness leave your shoulders. And then we're going to go into an underhand grip and curl and elongate the arms. So keep that elbow up, shoulder height. And now we're really focusing on your biceps. Exhale as that towel comes in and try to create a little more resistance for yourself by curling in as if you're curling through thick mud. And resist. This is a really great way not only to warm up your muscles, but to really tone and strengthen by just simply adding your own resistance. For 4, 3, 2, last one, hold here, release and roll those shoulders up and forward. I felt that. And now you're going to bring the towel behind you, palm up, straight arm, and you're going to lift and lower. Now we're focusing more on your posterior deltoid. Your tricep is also activated, but exhale as you lift. Retract that chin inward. Press the heel down into the floor. And use your breath. For 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it up. Release. Now we're going to go into a heel touch and we're going to go double time on that arm. So lift, lift. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and heel step. Take the towel in front. Bring it up, stretch it, take a nice deep breath. How you doing? Take a nice, big, healing breath again. And release. Now shoulder shrugs. Release to press the shoulders down. Squeeze up, release to press the shoulders down. Squeeze up, let it go, depress. Squeeze up, release, depress the shoulders down. We're going to do 2 more of those. Good. Okay, we're going to set the towel down, and we're going to grab the tops of the poles. We're going to step wide. And we're just going to lunge side to side. But what I want you to look at here is make sure that knee is tracking right over your toe line. I don't want you to be in incorrect alignment. I don't want you to feel any pain in your knees whatsoever. For 4 and press. 3 and press. 2 and 1. Then hold it to the side and then reach up and over. Get a nice side body stretch. Fill those lungs with your breath. And then we're going to switch sides. Press. Elongate your arm. Get that elbow right next to your ear. Extend. And then release. Bring the toes pointing straight ahead. And we're just going to step side to side. And then we're just going to march it out or heel step. It's up to you. Okay, now what we're going to do is step up onto the board, and we're going to go behind 2 and 2, and then rock side to side. Relax those shoulders. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. And then when you're ready, you can just lift the opposite leg. But take your time here. So if you have to look down to make sure that your foot is behind 2 and 2 at first, that's okay. But then when you feel confident, you can look up. I'm not always that confident. Are you? I wondered how you felt after my last workout. I noticed I was definitely sore in my lower body, which is a good sore. Means I worked. Sore in the muscles, no pain in the joints. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hold it to the side, and we're going to do repeaters. 2, exhale up. 4, standing leg is bent. I want you to think about squeezing into the back of your leg. Exhale up. Keep that tension in your hamstrings. How are you doing, Barney? For 4, exhale up. And then hold it at the top. Hold it. Step back down to position 2. Drop it to the left. Bring that leg up and curl. And this is another one you can really create your own resistance by thinking about that leg coming up through thick air and then resisting it on the way down. Your abs are in tight. Exhale up. For 4 and 3, 2, last one, hold it at the top. Step it back behind 2 and rock side to side. For 4 and 3 and 2, last one, let's find our balance. Find that center. Engage the core. Tuck the pelvis under, slightly. It's so dry here. I can't even tell you. Ooh, working those stabilizing muscles. Breathing. And stay center. And then when you're ready, let's go into that squat and up. Press those hips way back. Keep the chest lifted. Now, you know, a modifier is always to put that straight back chair right behind the board, sit on the edge of the chair, stand up, and then sit right back down on the edge of a chair. If this is too challenging for you at this stage. Because again, remember, we're all at different levels. I'm struggling to keep the board center. So that just means I'm working twice as hard. It's like more for the money, right? It's like working smarter. Double duty for 4 and up. Whew. 3 and up. 2. And on this last one, we are going to hold it and breathe. Drop those shoulders. Keep it center, breathing deeply. And then bring it up. Squeeze the tush. Rock side to side and press, press. And then I'm just going to like touch my other leg. You can touch it right in the inside of your calf, or you can bring the leg higher if you like. Whatever you prefer. I'm just touching the inside of my calf muscle here. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and then drop it to the side, step off, step down, and let's march it out. Or heel, drop. Pump those arms. Now we're going to turn to the side. Come down soft into the floor. Remember, we're not pounding on the floor. And then we're going to lift the knee. It's up to you. You don't have to go at this pace. Drop the shoulders. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now what we're going to do is step back with the right leg. Your front leg is bent. Bring those arms up. You're slightly pitched forward. Crunch, step back. So it is a standing core crunch. Pick that focal point. Pull the abs in. If you need to use the pole, that's okay. And you can slow it down. But pull the abs in. Crunch. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring the arms up. March it out. Let's turn to the other side. Do those knee ups. For 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Let's stabilize. Step back. Arms up. Use the pole if you need to. Here we go. Crunch. So that front leg is just slightly bent. Three, 2, and 1. Hold the crunch, step it down, march it out. Get a drink of water if you need to. I do. Now what we're going to do is step away from the board so you give yourself enough distance. Stabilize, arms out to the sides, toy soldiers. So look, my leg is coming straight in front of me. You're not twisting your torso. It doesn't matter how high the leg goes. This really helps to strengthen your psoas muscles, which is really great because, you know, tight psoas, iliopsoas muscles really leads to back pain, hip tightness. So I really like this exercise. And what do you look like? A toy soldier. For 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. And march it. Now we're going to put our hands on top of the poles. And we're going to do a cross step. So find your center on that board, stabilize. Heel to number 2. Heel to number 2. Abs are engaged here. Just focusing a little bit more on the inner thigh. So your toes are up. Heel touches right behind number 2. My knees are soft, shoulders are dropped. Use your breath. For 4 and 3. How you doing? You with me? 2. Last one. And march. I'm working up a little sweat here. Hope you are too. Now what we're going to do is step behind the 3 and the 3, and we're going to bring our toes all the way out. So first step on 3, then the other 3. Turn your toes out. What we're going to do is a plie. So find that center, abs engaged, then vertical drop, straight up squeeze. So look. This is unlike a squat. I'm not hinging at all from the waist. Think about pushing your weight into the heels of the foot to get yourself up. Now, if this is too challenging on the board, you can do the same thing off the board. But watch, your knees again are tracking over your toe line. Your chest is lifted. It is a vertical drop. Push the heels into the floor, then squeeze up into those glutes. So there's always that modifier, remember? If you're on the board, this is challenging. This is way challenging for me. But I need to improve my balance and stability. Squeeze up into the glutes at the top. You feeling it? Remember, if you feel any pain in your knees, please stop the move, march in place. For 4, woohoo, 3. I say the weirdest things when I'm working on this board. Phrases that my parents used to use, I think. Hold it down, or sounds that my parents used to make. Pull it up, squeeze, woo! And just rock side to side. Now bring those toes facing forward and press, press. Just give yourself a little wee break there. For 4, press. 3, press. 2, and 1, and step down, and step down. Arms out to the side, toe touches. Just work it out. Work out those inner thighs a little bit. Again, it doesn't matter how high, you can simply do this. You can also put your hands on the poles if you need to. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and march. Just march it out. Now, I want to make sure while we're marching that you've got your bands, the short bands, looped into the side of your board, as well as the short ones in the front. So I'm going to give you a second. I've got the green ones, but if you need to put the yellow short ones in, that's fine. It's a perfect opportunity for me to get another glass of water or another drink of water. I'll give you a few more seconds to make sure you've got those bands in. Shoulder rolls, by the way, always a fantastic thing to do in between exercises. Just let all that tension go. So I'm going to just show you. I loved what Kathy did the other day. She's amazing, isn't she? Wow. Okay. So I liked what she did with the one-arm row. So I'm going to put the board, make sure it's all the way down, and step up with my left foot, step back with the right. Now this is a one-arm row. So I want you to make sure those shoulders are square to the floor. Long neck. Abs in tight, both toes are pointing straight ahead. And then elbow up to the ceiling. Exhale up. Let that elbow go all the way up to the ceiling and squeeze into your upper back at the top. For 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top, release, and then we're just going to lock that elbow in, step off the board, and we're going to do a one-arm bicep. Actually, one foot on the board, sorry, but I'm more to the side of the board. The greens are no joke, okay? I thought, I'm just going to challenge myself today. Well, I guess so. Whew. I'm not going to be able to do very many. So if you have the yellow ones in, feel free to keep on going. Shoulder blades are dropped down. Always tucking that pelvis slightly under, anchoring that elbow. 2 more times, then hold it at the top. And release it slowly. Set that down. Okay, what we're going to do now is go sideways. So first we're going to step onto the board in the middle, and then other foot comes right next to it in the middle. And just find your center balance here. So my abs are in very tight. I'm breathing deeply. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, you're going to do a side step off the board into a side squat. So step down, push your hips back, and step right back up. Step down, push your hips back, and up. Now, if this is too difficult for you, again, just step off the board And you can go into just a basic squat, or you can do a side leg lift with the chair or with one hand on the pole. Chest is lifted, step side, hips go way back, and step back up. Press and up. Two more times. And then hold that center balance. Then step off with the left, step off with the right. Now we're going to go to the other side. So you're stepping up with the right foot. Make sure that board's all the way down. Step back with your left. Shoulders are square. Neck is long. One arm row. Here we go. Exhale up. See how my shoulder doesn't come around and up? I'm staying square, facing the floor. And really exhale. Always when you exert that energy, right? Four, three, two, last one, hold it at the top and release. And then walk over to the side, anchor that elbow into your body. Here we go, curl it up. Exhale up. Whew. Okay, next time, I'm not putting the green ones on. I'm just telling you right now. So, you know, in this case, like I need to assist myself. So what I'm doing is putting my hand right on my forearm, but I am keeping that wrist stable. My left biceps is a little weaker, no doubt. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it at the top. Release it slowly and set that down. Coming back to the side of the board, drop it all the way down, step up center, rock forward, and then forward and back. Try to keep your heels pressing into the board, and then when you're ready, find that center balance. Gosh, it really helps when I pull my abdominals in really tight and I pick that focal point. And then when you're ready, we're going to do that side step off the board. So step side, push your hips back and up. Now, if you want to use that other arm to help counterbalance you, that's great. Again, if this is too difficult, just step off the board to do your squat or do your regular squat facing forward. This is definitely a more challenging exercise, as you can see. I've got to get up to speed with Kathy and Dan. But you know what? To my credit, I just got the board, okay? Not too long ago. For 4, I might have done more on this side. Sorry about that. I get to talking. And one more. And then rock side to side. How did you do? Whew. And then find that center. And then drop the board forward, step off, and face front, and march it out. How you doing? We're doing pretty good on time. So now what we're gonna do is an oblique standing crunch. So you're gonna stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Your knees are slightly bent. Bring that right arm up like this. Find that center with the board. So elbow to the knee and exhale down. But look, I am not rounding my back when I come down. I'm staying upright and I'm really visualizing my obliques here. Exhale down. And again, it doesn't matter how high that knee goes. It's really about not putting your whole body into it. Center, crunch, center. Relax your shoulders. And it's up to you, by the way, if you want to speed it up or if you want to stay to slow, controlled ones, that's absolutely fine. Exhale down for 4, 3, 2, last one, and we're going to switch. Find the center. Here we go. I'm looking outside, and you know what I'm going to be doing this weekend? Whew, bagging leaves. I'll tell you what, that's a workout in and of itself. I might have to nab my neighbor to help me. It's a big job. I have to stretch so much after doing it from all the bending and standing, and I have to really pay attention, by the way, to how you bag your leaves, you know. So when you come down, you're always coming down with those knees bent. It's functional. You're not bending over from the waist to pick up the leaves. So be aware of that. Sometimes we're just not paying attention when doing those kind of activities, and that's when, you know, unfortunately, injuries, pulled muscles can happen. So you could speed it up if you like. For 4, 3, 2, last one, and march it out. Now we're going to come up onto the board again, this time behind 1 and 1, rock side to side. How you doing? How you feeling? You know what, I wish I was close enough to see your comments and stuff, but I'm blind from back here. So I will go on after, I promise, and reply to your comments. And then when you're ready, let's find that center balance. Abs in tight. And now I'm going to grab the, oh no, I'm not, because I haven't changed the poles. Never mind. Okay, we're going to go into a squat here, a narrow squat. So sit back and up. Press back, 2 counts, 2 counts up. Press back and up. I like the narrow squat too because it just focuses just even a little bit more on the outside of your thigh. But a great modifier for this is always the chair squat. It's kind of cool because, you know, I can see myself. So it's like working out in front of a mirror. I know when I'm messing up. I wish I could see all you guys. because you know when I'm teaching a class live, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to form. So you might not like me if you were taking a class, you know, in person with me, because I'm definitely that coach that'll come around and, you know, have you change or perfect your form. Okay, 2 more times. And then hold it at the bottom. Breathing. And bring it up slowly and rock side to side. Whew. That really does the job, doesn't it? For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it center. Find your balance again. And then what I want you to do is drop the board all the way to the right. Step in the center line with your left foot. Find the balance, and when you're ready, lift your right leg for a 1-leg balance. This is really challenging you even more. So engage that core like you've never engaged it before. Breathe. The ideal thing is to work into holding this for at least 30 seconds. So I don't know what that's been. It feels like 30. Whew. Okay. And then I'm going to step back down 1 and 1, side to side. And then what I'm going to do again, now I'm stepping center with the right. I'm going to find that balance and lift. This is my stronger side. And breathe. So proud of you guys, really. Practicing self-care, getting stronger every single day, preventing yourself from injuries. That's wonderful. Now I'm going to step down and I'm going to rock side to side. I'm going to hold the board to the side. I'm going to step down, and I'm going to march it out. Now what we're going to do is a standing core crunch, alternating. I'm going to turn to the side. So what you're going to do is bring your arms straight up, exhale down. So the knee comes up, but look, again, I am not throwing my back into it. All I'm doing is pulling my lower abdominals in tight. Exhale. As those arms come down and as you pull your abdominals in, and it's up to you if you want to speed it up. You don't have to. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to do the same side, crunch, crunch. Standing leg is bent. 2 more times. And switch. Here we go. Two more times, and march it out. Now what we're going to do is march a little wider, and I want you to push your hips back. It's like a little booty walk. If that's too difficult for you, just lift, push the heels down. There's always a modifier, right? Otherwise, we're going to do that wide march. soft into the floor. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now what we're going to do is a big side sweep across the body with a toe tap. Again, just release your shoulders. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and side step, nice and easy. Just cooling it down a little bit. That time goes so fast, doesn't it? As you can see, I focused a little bit more today on the lower body and the core because Dan really hit the upper body pretty hard. Now tomorrow, I hope you'll join me at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and it's an all-floor workout. So you will need your hand towel, some light weights, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, preferably if you have them. If not, some soup cans would suffice. Your straight back chair, you need a mat for sure. And if you have like a cushion, if you have any issues with getting on your knees, I will have modifiers for those exercises, however. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow at 11 o'clock, my time. So I think that's 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. Now march it out. Just nice and easy. Take a deep breath in. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And then just tap it up and down. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into a calf stretch. So step back, push that heel into the floor, and just hold and breathe. I didn't get into any of my calf stuff or ankle stuff, but you know what? I'll get to it next time. Just breathe deeply into this stretch. And then switch. Step back, push that heel into the floor. I love these poles too because I'm also just really stretching out my upper body. Press forward, breathing deeply here. And then step forward. And if you have that towel handy, grab it. You don't have to have it. And we're going to just do a nice big stretch up. Working on taking longer, slower healing breaths. And then release. And then what we're going to do is step forward in the middle, heel up, hinge forward slightly, and put your hand on your thigh. If you'd like to come down deeper, grab your toes. For a hamstring stretch, your toes are straight up, and breathe. Push those hips back. And you could do the same stretch on the floor. And then we're going to switch. Shake it out a little bit. Toes up, push your hips back, and breathe. And then bring it up and kick it out a little bit. And let's stretch out our shoulder and breathe. And release, release, and other one. Release. We're going to do our low back stretch, which is my favorite. Hands on top of the poles. Step back. Hinge forward. Push your hips back. And just come to that nice flat back position. Hold and breathe. If you'd like to straighten your legs, that's great. But make sure that body weight stays over your toe line. So all the weight's in the balls of your feet. You can bend your legs, that's fine. And then slowly walking forward, standing up, outstretched arms, palms up, elongate your arms, stretch out your biceps. And then shake them out. Roll the shoulders forward. And now we're going to do a chest stretch, but this is also great for that posture I talked about in the beginning. So interlock your fingers behind your head. Push your head into your hands. Tuck the pelvis under. Press your elbows back. Just breathe deeply. And then release. Roll the shoulders. Work it out. And then just give yourself a big hug because you deserve it. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And release. Okay, good work, you guys. How do you feel? How do you feel? How did you do? We got George. Betsy loved the workout. Yay. It's just what this senior needs. I love it, Mona. And again, I'm going to look back through and make comments. What I hope to bring is definitely some more of the beginning stuff and the intermediate stuff, and really combining the off the board and on the board. So again, I hope you'll join me tomorrow, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, for my full body, all floor workout. And I hope you have, Pat, you're exhausted. Well, don't forget to breathe, for goodness sake, and drink lots of water. Aw, Betsy, good work, man, or girl. Hey, girl. You have to forgive me. It is really, I got to tell you the truth, okay? It's one thing instructing, and, you know, but instructing on the board, well, I'm trying to maintain my balance. Well, it's another challenge, and I take it. I'm on it, and I'm working on that posture. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Please join me tomorrow. Please give me your feedback. Please post some photos of yourself. I want to see you guys. And just stay safe, stay calm, stay positive, and stay strong, okay? Much love. Bye for now.